Good morning, students. Continuing with the RNDCP program. In last class we have completed with NSP, that is National Strategic Plan. So today we are going to see about strategies for improving the performance of RNDCP program. So in that one initiative was NSP, that is National Strategic Plan. National Strategic Plan for the coming years. So in that way there are various other strategies do taken by RNDCP program for the better implementation of the TB programs. So now let us see which are the strategies coming under that. Paramedical personnel to be nominated as DOTS agents. So as I told, it is not compulsory that only medical personnel can only be the DOTS provider. Even the paramedical personnel and also the family member also can be the DOTS provider. We have seen in which all cases the family member can be the DOTS provider. In that way, we can teach the personnel who is providing the DOTS how to be given, what is the common signs and symptoms of any side effects that is being occurring for the patient, asking the patient to take the tablets in front of him, checking whether patient is having any issues after taking the medicines. All these are being taught and trained these personnel. Then this personnel can be the DOTS provider. So that is one way, so that sometimes the TB patient message is very difficult every day to come to the health center and take the medicine. So in that cases, there is a chances for they to skip because it is difficult. Instead of going to center and get the medicines, they feel that I may not take this medicine. So that way they stop the taking medicines. To prevent that, we have started this type of paramedical personnel also as a DOTS agent or DOTS provider. Motivation of the patients by health education. So IEC throughout the process of program implementation till the elimination of TB, we have to be on this IEC. So continuation with IEC activities, early reporting to create awareness about the TB. For that we are observing each time the TB day in a very variety manner with very mass media of health education. We are doing the awareness programs. To take the treatment regularly, completely, to bring 3 consecutive days sputum for examination, to provide diagnostic and treatment facility in all the subdivisional, divisional and zonal hospitals. So treatment modalities are being made strict and adhering them to the strategies so that they will not land up with multi-drug resistance. Paramedical and health and welfare staff, family welfare staffs to be trained to improve their intercommunication skills. So once it is being reported, immediately the patient has to be with TB medications and how the patient has to cling to the medications and what are the other strategies that the person has to follow. All this aspect training is being given for the paramedical staff or DOTS provider. Thereby, the DOTS provider is motivated well so that the family member and the patient is also getting motivated to take the medications and get resolved of the disease. TB Association has to provide cash assistance to prepare IEC materials and local languages. So IEC is very important. As we told, it is being provided throughout the not only during the time of TB day or TB prevalence time, all the time these type of IEC materials are being supplied and the advertisement is being given in the mass medias to make the public more and more aware about the disease. Discouraged to conduct diagnostic camp as it is counterproductive in TB cases. We are not conducting such camp because people are very hesitant to come to such camp. So indirectly through another camp, as we told, we were discussing in the last classes about organization of camp and clinic. How tactfully we have to collect the data of issues which seems to be very confidential for the patients. So in that way, some other indirectly we have to collect the data for the TB cases and identify the cases and roll out the cases and inform to the medical officer and start the medications are very important. Medical officers, instead of finding fault, they have to encourage the field workers to improve their performance. In that way, motivation is giving throughout the session, throughout the program implementation, we are motivating the grassroots levels so that they will get motivated and provide the medications on time. Thereby, we can reduce number of cases affected with TB. I am not going in this. All are the targets that is being achieved statistical values. You can go through the PARC test. I have taken all these things from PARC test. Achievements in RNDCP, achievements during 12th, 11th 5-year plan, 12th 5-year plan and all. So in that we are not going to see. You can get through the PARC textbook. Now let us see about childhood TB. So 10 to 20% of all TB cases are childhood TB. So due to failure of TB control in adults, it is very difficult. More number of children are getting affected with the TB cases. It is only because the TB is not controlled among adults, thereby the children in their family are also affected with the TB. So risk is mainly 1 to 4 years of age. Ethambutol should not be given to children less than 6 years of age. So these are the drugs that can be provided: rifampicin, isoniazid, ethambutol, P-Z-A and streptomycin. So you can see the doses. Rifampicin 10 to 12 mg per kg. In that way, accordingly, the medicines per kg, the dose are being regulated and it is being provided for the kids. And for the kids also, weight band is accordingly the medicines are being provided. If the sputum sample is not available, alternate specimen can be taken, because it is very difficult to get a sputum sample for regular or frequent monitoring of the bacteria virulence. So in that cases, we will be using gastric lavage, induced sputum, or bronchoalveolar lavage as a pathway through which we can get the sputum. It can be collected under pediatric supervision. Infant must be given chemoprophylaxis for 3 months if family member is positive. Then do Mantoux test. If negative, give BCG. So in that way, accordingly, the process is being done. We say that BCG vaccination at the earliest of their birth, it will give lifelong protection. But when the person is exposed to the family member itself with TB, the risk of getting acquired TB is very high. So we have to take care of the children from getting the TB. So impact of RNDCP. So cure rate more than doubled compared with earlier National Tuberculosis Control Program, because RNDCP is a little more advanced. Keeping all these lacunae, we have implemented this program and we have started various strategies including NSP under this program. So it seems to be highly very much successful, and the cure rate is very high. So 85% global target are consistently achieved 2003 onwards. Case detection rate is more than 70%. Case fatality reduced from 29% to 4%. Deaths due to TB from 5 lakh to less than 3 lakh 30,000 per year. Over 11 million patients initiated as DOTS, and over 2 million additional lives saved. So that is all about National Tuberculosis Control Program, our revised National Tuberculosis Control Program. We had a long session for last 5 days. We are with this TB program. It is very important. Learn by heart this program, because you may get some or the other, either asking exclusively about DOTS or regarding the entire program or regarding only the lab networking, or anyhow one or the other question is sure from this program. I hope it is clear, it is informative and useful to you all. Thank you all.